Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hi everyone, I'm Missy, and this is Lake Wylie YogaSocial. We're filming in Lake Wylie, South Carolina.
And we've made a special yoga this time for the entire family that everyone can enjoy. And I want to have a special shout out to yoga people,
Yogis.
to all the yogis, to Maddie and Xander.
And I've got a shout out to Ava and Ezra. Mwah. Mimi loves you.
I think my words are getting confused because of all the stuff we've been doing lately. I'm like, what are we doing?
We're trying to bring it all to everybody.
Now I know. So we're actually going to get started today in a standing position, which is why me and Missy are standing on our mats and not sitting down. So wherever you're at, come to a comfortable standing position. But before we start, we wanted to take a special moment right now to let you know that me and Missy have been spending a lot of time together.
Yes.
I live with Missy right now. We've been with each other all the time. So we are like sisters.
Right.
And we want everyone to realize, if you're not with someone right now that you live with, to make sure to stay 6 feet apart, maybe even farther, that you probably should just be staying in your home. But obviously if you live with someone, you're doing this practice with your brother or sister or family member, that it's obviously okay for you to be near them. Just like me and Missy are.
Right.
And
Although we are still a safe distance apart.
We are. We absolutely are. But definitely, if they're not in your family, make sure that you stay a very safe distance apart from each other.
Yes.
So let's get started. We're going to start standing on your mat. We're going to start with a full body scan. So take your feet about hip-width distance apart. And how do you know that? What's hip-width distance? Take 2 fists, your fists, together. Place them right in between your thighs. That is hip-width distance apart. There you go. Maybe a slight bend here in your knees. Let your hands hang nice and relaxed. And let's start with our right foot. So take a moment, maybe wiggle your toes here, lift up your foot, wiggle your foot. How does it feel? Check in with it right now. How you doing, foot?
Mine's doing okay.
Yeah. Then let it move up your leg. How's the leg doing? Move the leg around a little bit.
Good.
Move up to the other leg and down the leg to the other foot.
Tap, tap, tap.
Maybe wiggle your toes on the left foot.
Start taking little steps.
Yeah.
Warm those feet up.
And then we're going to travel up the body to the hips. Maybe let the hips rock from side to side just a little bit here.
You can lean. You can go in a circle.
We're just going to stop, and then we're going to keep moving up the body a little.
All right.
Let it move all the way up into your right arm, into your fingertips. Check in with your fingers. How you doing? Maybe they send a little wave.
Hi.
And then traveling back up that arm into the other arm.
Hey, that looks like one of those little...
Yeah, and maybe you let both arms warm up a little here. But now we're going to move it into the head. So let your head roll from side to side. And now that we checked in with the whole body, we can move the whole body a little bit. So just let yourself feel loose like a little noodle here. Maybe let your feet move. Maybe you just let your whole body move.
That's right.
And we're just going to be here for a few moments. Just let yourself flow. Check in with your whole body. How's it feeling, Missy?
I'm feeling all
You
good
look a
and ready
little
to
like
go.
a hula dancer to me.
I feel like a hula dancer.
Yeah, all right. Let's come back to stillness right now. And we're going to focus a little bit on our breath. And to do that, we're going to do something called a bubble breath.
Bubble breath.
Yes, so I want everyone to take their left hand as if they were holding some bubbles. Take your right hand as if you were holding a bubble wand. We're going to take that bubble wand, dip it into the bubbles. But before we start, take a moment here. Let's have some thoughtfulness behind this. So before we blow these bubbles, I want you to think about, if you had all the wishes in the world, what they might be.
What would you wish for?
So we're going to take a big inhale. So fill all the way up. Then pull that bubble wand out and blow your bubbles. Imagine all the bubbles. And with all those bubbles, all your wishes are getting blown out to everywhere.
And if you have a special wish to send to someone,
Yeah.
just imagine that bubble is going to go right to them.
Or maybe it's for yourself, and that's okay. Absolutely. We're going to do that a few more times, so you get a few more chances to make those bubbles and wishes. So, but using your breath, we're going to do that. So as we dip in, take a big breath in and blow them out. We're going to do it again. Inhale and exhale. All right. Release the bubbles and the wand. But you know what? Throughout the time that we're doing this, I want you to keep thinking about those bubbles and your wishes. And think about with every breath you inhale and all the exhales. Imagine still the bubbles and the wishes, and that they're still out there and that you're still creating them. Sounds good?
Yes.
I like that idea.
I like that too.
I do too, I know. All right, from here though, we're just gonna lower ourselves down onto the ground and come into tabletop position. Just lowering down. That's not really what I was gonna do, but that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, sorry.
But that's okay, no, you know,
Oh, that's right.
I know,
We
but
were going to go slowly.
we were, but you know, that's life, right?
Right.
Real life is sometimes just going, oops. So we'll add that on later.
Right.
So for now, we're going to tabletop position. If you watched our last video, we're gonna do actually the same thing we did before. So we're gonna start with cat and cow, and then we're gonna move into that alternate arm and leg. But first we're gonna start with cat and cow. I'm gonna go sideways.
Okay.
So we have two views of this. So we're gonna start in cow pose. So we're gonna drop the belly, send the gaze forward, tailbone lifts, and exhale your breath out, cat pose. And inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. So we move breath to movement here. With each breath, you can move your breath, your movement. So maybe your breath is a little different than ours, and that's okay. You can move each round of cat and cow with your breath and your movement. We will be here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you're at, come back to that tabletop. And remember, a tabletop position means you really look like a table. I could come over here and set my tea right down on Missy's back. Maybe. Bloop, bloop. Well, kinda, but sort of. From here, we're going to pick up one leg and one arm. So your right leg is gonna go straight back. Your left arm, the opposite one, is gonna extend out really far. So you're reaching.
Oh, and it's okay if you wobble.
And then you're gonna set them both down. We're gonna do that with the opposite leg, opposite arm. So left leg comes back, right arm extends forward, but reach really far. Reach. Press a lot into the arm that's standing on the ground so your palm is pushing into the mat. Reach. Plant. We're gonna do that again one more time. Right leg goes back, left arm extends long, reach really far. All the way back down. This time opposite leg, left leg back, right arm forward, reach. Oh, all the way
Very
back
good.
down. You guys did really good.
That was great.
I know. I really like that a lot. So from here, I guess we will do downward facing dog now.
Okay.
I think so.
That makes
I think
sense.
this is a great place for that. And we did this last time too. So I think that they probably already know it, but we'll explain it anyway. So from here, you're gonna tuck your toes right underneath. Then begin to slowly press in your palms, lift your hips up and back. Let your gaze go behind you. Keep there. I'm gonna show you a little bit. See how Missy's pressing into her palms a lot. She's extending her tailbone up, but maybe you keep a bend in your knees here, because maybe your heels don't hit the ground, so you really keep it here. From here, what do we do, Missy? we walk
We walk our
dog. So we pedal into each foot, one at a time. All right, now send your gaze forward towards your hands and walk your feet up to your hands for ragdoll. So you want to step, remember that hip width distance apart. Allow your head just to hang heavy. Wrap for opposite elbow here. And maybe you want to rock from side to side. All right, how's that feel, Missy? Feels good. All right, release your hands down. This time we're going to roll up really slow, one vertebrae at a time. Who's going to get up first if we're going really slow?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's the slowest?
I don't know because I'm not looking.
Slow, 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 slow. Slow, slower. Oh, Missy is the slowest. All right, when we get here, let's all bring our hands to our heart center. All right, from here, we're going to start something new. So we're going to mountain pose. I want everyone to sweep their arms up over their head. Palms face each other. This is mountain pose. So you're going to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Press into your feet a lot so we're grounding down into the floor. Take a breath in. And then I want you to imagine like you're a bird flying through the air. The arms are going to go out really wide, and we're going to swan dive forward all the way down. But this is going to be different. We're going to bend your knees all the way here, and then come up on your tippy toes. This is called acorn. So I want you to curl into a little ball as if you were an acorn. Maybe you balance, maybe your hands. But if you want to, you can start to bend into each toe and heel, rock side to side. Massage out your toes and your feet. And your little acorn ball, maybe lift up one hand, but really try to bring your chin to your knees or your nose to your knees. Curl into the tightest little acorn ball that you can. One more breath here. And then begin to sink your heels back into the mat. We're going to rise back up slowly into that mountain pose. Really slow. We're going to grow back up into that mountain pose. But we're going to add on just a little bit more. So I'm going to show you. Take your pointer fingers right here, pointing out, but interlace your hands together. We call this a steeple grip. Bring your steeple grip over the top of your head, and we're going to side bend over to the right. And then inhaling, we're going to come all the way back to center. And let's exhale over to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. Separate your palms again, just like that first mountain pose. Then we're going to open up our arms and dive back down like that bird. Swan dive all the way down, coming into that acorn. So bend your knees, come up on your tippy toes. Get into a tight little ball, the tightest little ball you can.
Squeeze,
Maybe you hug one arm, maybe you try to balance. What happens? You fall,
no.
but that's okay. Maybe you keep both hands here, but come into a little ball, the littlest ball you can. So good. We're going to come right back up, though, to that mountain pose. So begin to sink your heels back down. Slowly grow back up to your mountain pose. Interlace your fingers for your steeple grip. Big breath in. Get some length. Then let's exhale over to the right. Inhaling back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. We're going to swan dive one last time, all the way down, like a swan going all the way down. And then we come one last time into that little acorn ball. So this time, really try. Maybe you get both toes up high. Here, maybe for a moment, try to wrap yourself. Can you do it, Missy? Let's see.
I can do it.
Let's see you. Smile. Oh, yeah.
Lost my balance.
That's not so good. So one last time, though, we're going to come up to that mountain pose. So sink your heels down. Rise back up, This time, palms facing each other, we're gonna add on. So we're gonna start climbing the mountain right here. So you're gonna take your right foot, lift it up high, as if you're climbing the mountain.
It's a really big,
Step it
tall
forward,
mountain.
then climb forward to your left foot, lift it up, climb it. Then bring your hands to your heart center. Come up on your tippy toes, really high, balance, and walk backwards to the very back of your mat.
Right, and it's okay for you to turn
Oh
and
yeah,
look.
you don't have to go very far. Then let yourself drop down on your heels. Lift your arms over your head, mountain pose. We're gonna climb the mountain. Right leg, lift it up high,
Oh,
climb.
big mountain. We gotta
Left
take
leg, climb it.
big steps.
Good step. Hands to heart center. This time we're coming up on the toes. Walk all the way to the top of your mat. Oh, stay on your toes.
Tippy toe,
Like high heels.
tippy toe.
Whoops. Lower all the way back down. We're just gonna do that one more time, all the way to the back of the mat. But first we have to climb the mountain. Left, right, big climb.
Oh, big,
Okay.
big step. Big
Other
step.
big,
Oh,
even a
big
stepper.
step.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
hands to heart center.
Up
Up
your
on the
tippy
toes.
toes.
Walk, walk,
Walk,
oh,
walk, walk. Oh,
oh,
where you're
got
going.
it. And sink down. Woo. All right.
All right, that was
So
good.
we're adding on, changing it now. So we're moving into a star and horse. That sounds kind of odd, star
Yeah.
horse. But we're first gonna come into star. So I'll alternate here with Missy. So I'll keep one foot on my mat, and you can keep one on yours. We're
right.
gonna start in star pose. Your legs are gonna be out really wide. So a really wide leg thing here. Toes are pointing out. Bring your arms up over your head here. So we come into star first. You want you to breathe in as if you were smelling some really beautiful flowers. What's your favorite flower, Missy?
My favorite flowers are daffodils.
Mine are daisies. I love beautiful daisies and roses together. So when you come into your star pose, you're gonna pretend like you're smelling beautiful flowers. And then we're gonna come into horse, sinking down here as if you are blowing out. And let me tell you something secret. Yesterday was Missy's birthday. So as if you were blowing out Missy's birthday candles, you're gonna sink down into horse and blow out the candles. So now we're gonna do it together. But before we start, let's prepare. We'll take a breath in and breath out. Let's do it now. Inhale those flowers and exhale, blow out the candles. Let's take a breath to prepare first. Take an inhale and an exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, breathe in the flowers. And exhale, blow out the candles.
I really took a deep breath there. Went up on my tippy toes, lost my balance.
Okay, we're gonna do that one more time right now.
One more time.
Breath in to prepare. And breath out. Let's do it again. Inhale, not so big though that you fall over. Breathe in flowers. And exhale, blow out the candles. All right, this time just take a normal breath in for star. Reposition your toes so they're facing us. So you're pointing them in our direction. Then from here, we're gonna take a wide leg forward fold. So just hinge from your hips as if you're diving forward.
Like you're reaching towards us?
Yes,
and
allow
then
your
you
head to
fold
come
them.
all the way down. So right here you can see Missy is folding forward, but maybe you need to take a slight bend in your knees. So maybe you take a slight bend here and just let your head hang heavy. You can always rock from side to side a little bit, but just allow yourself to be loose here, let it feel good. And then from here, I begin to walk your hands forward. Just walk forward and then lower down onto your knees. And then if you remember this from last time, because it was one of my favorites.
I liked it.
It was really, I don't know, we had to keep it because it was so fun. We're doing the Cobra Lion's Breath. So we're gonna lie down onto our bellies right here, all the way down the mat. So your hands are kind of right by your shoulders. We're gonna inhale, lift all the way up, and then lion's breath. Then we'll lower all the way down. We're gonna inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower down. Let's do two more.
Okay, I like it.
Inhale, lift up, and lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, and lower all the way down. But when you're lying down this time, I want you to kick your feet towards your tush, right? That's a good place.
Yep.
Then you're gonna grab with your hands on the outside edges of your feet. This is called floor bow. And you could stay right here. Or if you want to add a little bit more like Missy is, you can begin to kick up your hands into your feet and take a little bit more of a floor bow kicking stretch. You're opening up to the chest. Then lower yourself back down. And if you want to, here, you can windshield wiper your feet, just like the windshield
And that
wipers
feels
of a
really
car.
good.
Kind of takes that little, that's just fun to do.
I know.
I like this one. Feels good. All right. Ooh, I just windshield wipers you.
We just did a half out with our feet.
Yeah, we did. Boom. What's up there? All right, so now we're just going to push ourselves all the way up. Bring your legs out long in front of you. Lift your arms up over your head for a forward fold stretch. So just reach for your toes. And you can stay
Tap
right
your
here.
toes.
Or if you'd like to, you can just relax your head down a little bit. And while you're here, maybe take a scan again of your toes and legs and feet, wiggle them around, ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling.
Do you feel any different now than you did when we started?
And
I
then
do.
just gently roll back up. And we're just going to cross our legs right here for a moment. And just let's take that scan of our arms. How are they doing?
Everything feels good.
And just roll your head a little bit side to side. Ask it how it's doing. And then we're just going to gently bring our hands to our heart centers here. And in yoga, this is a place that we really come to say thank you to each other. And when we say namaste to each other, it really comes from a place of our hearts, not just from me, but really in gratitude that we give to each other. Because even though we're here guiding you, really we couldn't do this without you, and you really mean so much to us, each and every one of you. We're so happy that you were here with us today. Myself, Lisa, and Missy, it means everything to us. We'd like to bow to you, and we'd like to say namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.